And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at center. And the shot goes in. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Here's Fox. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Bagley the pass to Bielitsa. Stolen by Winslow. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant dishes to Brooks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Now, here's Fox. Bogdanovich inside. Brooks covering. And finished off by Bagley.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Kicks it to Winslow. Morant left side. On the wing, Jackson. Clock at 6. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. A three-pointer, no good. Now the Kings with it. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Out to Brooks. Morant dishes to Winslow. Here's Valanciunas. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Barnes. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And he makes that one.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks right side. The shot missing. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Barnes finds Bagley. Brooks against Bogdanovich. Knocked away. Stolen by Brooks. Second shot opportunity. Left side, Jackson. Pass to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Fox against Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Justice Winslow.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Now here's Parker to the paint. Nice move. And it's Giles missing. For Memphis, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Jones, the pass to Clark. Here's Gutteridge, covered by Parker. Here's Clark. It's hauled in by the Kings.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Giles. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Anderson outside. To the left wing. There's the triple. A second chance effort. And Clark with the lay-in. And it's all knotted up.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Giles. And it's good, in the assist by Parker.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 6.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Kings lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Gutteridge in at the small forward.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Outside, Joseph. Back to Hield. The pass to Holmes. Releases, and Jones sends it back. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. Here's Gutteridge. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Back to Parker. Count that one. Parker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings.
Pretty calm in the paint there from Jabari, taking his time and getting the shot that he wanted.
Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Melton, covered by Hield. Melton passes to Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Joseph looking over the floor. Knocks it loose. Pass to Holmes. Over Clark. It's deflected. Here's Melton. No points in the game yet for him. The shot's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Joseph. Passes to Holmes. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And the Kings lead by 2. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Wow. Melton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Hield the pass to Holmes. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Parker. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Hield. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Fox, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Morant against Fox. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
There's Winslow. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, Winslow thinks, give me a gap, and I got 2.
To the right side. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Fox against Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Giles checked in for Marvin Bagley.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about, but speed can kill. And if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Fox dishes to Barnes. Right side, Fox. Pass to Giles. Over Valanciunas. The wide open look here for Fox. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
To the middle, here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Bogdanovich passes to Giles. Now Bielitsa kicks it out to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points would... And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Fox kicks to Bagley. Back to Fox. Barnes outside. Bagley with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. 3 on the clock. Bjelica misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Morant dishes to Winslow. Back to Morant. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's the break. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox just getting to the rim right there? Great to see him explode at times.
Jackson passes to Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. Fox against Morant. They get it again.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
The drive by Bagley.
Bagley seeing it and then being it with the dunk.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. The lead is 2. Good on the bucket.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's Melton. Good work defensively by Holmes.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Bogdanovich inside, and he converts the layup. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Basket good. And the Kings lead by 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Melton, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Bogdanovich wide open. Oh, good with the triple. For Memphis, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Melton's shot is good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Kings trailing. Hield outside. From the arc. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And contact. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bagley in the post, working on Anderson. Left side, Joseph. Here's Holmes over Clark, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Kings have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. Both free throws good from Holmes.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Grizzlies lead. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. A 2-point game. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Fox, no good.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
And he banks in the layup.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Winslow kicks to Valanciunas. The feed to Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. Rebound by the Kings. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. The Kings shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Fox passes to Giles. That gives them the lead.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Barnes kicks to Giles. Back to Barnes. Morant comes with the double team. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Jackson dishes to Brooks. Down low. There's Winslow. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And up the court come the Kings on the break.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Winslow. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Healed the pass to Bielitsa. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. They get a hand on it and stolen by Barnes. The pass to Fox. The putback. And so Sacramento again turning it over. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Giles, the pass to Bielitsa. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Healed against Brooks. Outside to Bagley. And the layup's good off the glass. Bagley's got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
And there it is for him. Barnes looking around. Outside, Fox. Feeds to Bagley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Valanciunas dishes to Morant. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Morant.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Here's Hield. Goes back up. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Fox. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks the pass to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
So much fun to watch clutch baskets like that take place, and Winslow delivers there.
It's Fox with the drive. And that one drops. Fox has got it all tied up now for the Kings. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. To the inside. Count it.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Out to the right wing. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Bagley. And Winslow pulls it down. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart. Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Bagley, no good. And here are the Grizzlies. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. Bagley against Morant. Inside, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Hield from outside. Bagley. It falls.
Bagley at 6'11". What an option there late.
Here's Valanciunas. Misses the shot. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon. DH.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant.
Thank you, David. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Antonio, we've got Murray. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2. Now, here's Lyles. Here is Forbes. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Stripped away. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from DeRozan.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern, only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
To the paint, here's Jackson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Feeds it to Aldridge. Banked in off the glass.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. Outside for Murray. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Long range from the inbound.
Nice defense by Dillon Brooks, using his power on that play.
Here's the 3. And it's Morant missing. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Keep your head on a swivel with DeRozan on the floor. He'll finish way up top with an alley-oop.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also...
Hold on!
You got to buckle up on that one. Wow, you knew that DeRozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
Valanciunas dishes to Anderson. Here's Gutterich. They get it back. That one doesn't drop. And so Aldridge will bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And the Spurs making a change here. Hurdle's checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Dillon Brooks. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas passes to Clark. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Back to White. All sorts of time. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Kicks it out to Gay. DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
He feeds it to Clark. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. Lonnie Walker comes in for Derek White. That's Mills in for Murray. Memphis also making some changes. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Jones subbed in for Morant.
And though he's become a more complete player, Patty Mills' calling card is still the deep ball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones, the pass to Gutteridge. And Walker kicks to Mills. Floats it up for Walker.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Here's Gutteridge. Melton passes to Gutteridge. And stolen by Gay. Here's Walker with the three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he fell to 21.
Here's Pirtle. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Gay kicks to Bellinelli. And he misses his first shot.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And slam dunk by Clark.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Walker goes in and finished off by Walker.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Walker. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Clock at 6. Here's Pirtle. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Jones, the pass to Melton. To the inside, and stolen by Gay. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Derek White subbed in for Patty Mills. White, good. Greg, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Out to Brooks. Morant, right side. The shot from the low post is good. Morant's got his first 2 points.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. DeRozan for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:04 left to play here in the second quarter. Winslow finds Valanciunas.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Aldridge. Arms length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
Dominating on the interior. Aldridge has the height and knows how to use his body to create space.
Valanciunas, good.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Wiles kicks to Forbes. Left side, DeRozan. Outside, White. There's the pass to Forbes. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Jackson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. There's Winslow. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And now it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. And that's a
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas. And the layup is good. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Those are the plays where you see the strength of Valanciunas. The contact didn't bother him at all.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Step back shot, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
For a guy who does so much work outside the arc, Forbes looking comfortable from mid-range.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
When you have the size that Valanciunas has, there aren't many people getting in the way of your dunk.
Here's DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got 8 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Outside DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit, shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Walker's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Jones up top, covered by Mills. Basket counts.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Spurs trail by 12. Poeltl finds Gay. Here's Walker. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 7.
Known as more of a shooter than a playmaker, Mills has improved at running the offense.
And stolen by Gay. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Poked away, and it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Melton. Jones. He can't get that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Gay drives in. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Gay's got his first points in this one.
And despite some recent injuries, Rudy Gay showing a great burst on that drive.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the 3-point shooting.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Clark inside. Poeltl's there. Back to Clark. Poeltl with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. DeRozan leading the charge. Gay, that's good.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Cutteridge, the pass to Anderson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Poeltl kicks to Mills. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mills has got 6.
Not the most natural ball handler. This is what Mills prefers to do. Catch and shoot.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And it's Walker penetrating. Yes, that goes in. He's got 9.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Here's Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Patty Mills. Clark, the pass to Jones. Back to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
And when Clark is on fire, he stays aggressive. You got to love how this young fella is willing to dominate games. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Clark, the pass to Gutteridge. Here's Melton. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside, Jones. The feed to Anderson. Puts the move on. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's White. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
And the way that White attacks, I love how he asserts himself and takes it to the rim.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Grizzlies lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Down low and stolen by White.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Murray outside. Aldridge up on top. Pass to Forbes. Stolen by Brooks. Fast break Memphis. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Look at the way Valanciunas ran the floor on that break. Very few centers can get up and down the floor like that.
Pass to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Timeout. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he is checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyons. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Bryn Forbes. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Over to the left wing. There's Walker with the three. San Antonio again missing. DeRozan against Winslow. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. the wing, Winslow. Out left of the wing. 6 to shoot. Brooks, the pass to Winslow. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. The dish now to Walker. And finished off by Walker.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Grizzlies.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And here's Valanciunas. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Morant finds Valanciunas. Brooks with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Pass to Winslow. Back to Brooks. Inside, Valanciunas. Murray with the defensive effort.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
To the inside. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. The 3. And another miss by Memphis. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 8-point game. And finished off by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, so athletic, rising up to slam it home. Great finish.
Pirtle against Valanciunas.
Just tremendous shooting from Pirtle. Love how he's not afraid of taking these kinds of shots.
Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant against Murray. Here's Valanciunas. It's not going to go for him. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Feeds it to Gay. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
And the Spurs with some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Kyle comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Walker. Here's DeRozan. Gets a hand on it, and it's DeRozan with the extra effort.
DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that make. Huge shot.
Morant finds Winslow. Back to Morant. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the middle, here's Brooks. Jackson trying to break free. Good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the dunk by Jackson.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Murray, no good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. New Orleans, the Big Easy. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the... Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Jackson misses. Williamson up top. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Morant.
We're not used to seeing a guy as big as Williamson with that quick of a first step.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Now here's Morant, and stolen by Williamson. One-on-one fast break. And Ingram the bucket on the assist from Favors.
The length and athleticism on display. Ingram, something special on the move.
It's Jackson with the drive. Back to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Valanciunas, the rebound by Brandon Ingram. New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Ball, the pass to Favors. The kick out to Holiday, stolen by Brooks. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good D by Williamson.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Ball dishes to Williamson.
Looking at Williamson's size, I mean, skill and athleticism. Trying to think of a more unique player to get to the league.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Jones checked in for John Morant. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Winslow kicks to Valanciunas. Knocked loose and stolen by Williamson. And it's Ball penetrating. Yep, that one goes.
And finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
The Grizzlies off to a slow start, trailing here by 8, and the dunk by Jackson.
You can tell Valanciunas has really been working on his passing. Nice dime right there.
The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Holiday, and it goes down 2 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Winslow against Ingram. Brooks, left side. Back to Winslow. The pass to Valanciunas. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So a franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Hayes. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Jones. Clark trying to get open. On the basket by Jones. Pelicans leading by 6. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The kick out to Anderson. Back to Clark. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
To the wing right side. Here's Melly, and it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. It's stolen. Pushing it up. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Melton passes to Clark. Got that bucket in no time at all.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Melly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Down low. Here's Okafor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the paint. Here's Clark. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's 6 points for Brandon Clark. To the middle. It's tipped. Jackson kicks to Hart. Here's Melly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. That will count. You can't get that one to fall. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. New Orleans on top. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come up strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
So on the floor for Memphis. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's John Morant. And it's Gutteridge in its small forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. It's good.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. Here's Melton. Memphis moving it around. Here's Anderson. Out to Morant. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. 5 to shoot. Anderson. It's good on the putback.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Again, New Orleans turns it over.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Back to Winslow, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. New Orleans in the lead. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Holiday goes in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And here's ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. With some arc, and the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the focus Morant possesses, I mean, outstanding at taking punishment, finding ways to finish through contact.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Another shot. And the layup is good. Valanciunas has got the game tied up here for Memphis.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive boards.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Well, yes, yeah. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. And the thing about it, he gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
The 17-footer. Rebounded by Valanciunas. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Winslow kicks to Valanciunas. Down low. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist from Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 3 assists now in this one. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Holiday dishes to Hayes. The kick out to Holiday. Passes it to Ingram. Tipped away. Outside ball. Hayes down low. Guarded by Valanciunas. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a... And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So the Pelican 5 right now. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. Here's Holiday, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. New Orleans moving the ball around. Favors can't get it to go. And for Memphis, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Jackson finds Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Williamson. And now the Pelicans on the break. Holiday is running over Brooks. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 8 points.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Here's Jackson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He's done everything they've asked for tonight. I mean, it's all because of all the work he's done that this game is even close.
And it's Williamson missing.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
No good from Valanciunas.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom. It's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Nelly is checked in for Williamson. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. When you look at it, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. A 2-point game. Out to the wing. Pass to Jackson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Redick. And the rejection by Jackson. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Good on the shot. Morant's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
A putback. Rebounded by Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Anderson passes to Melton. Back to Anderson. Pass to Melton. Back to Anderson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Anderson's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
With the long frame and adequate strength. Anderson, he one-ups the defender on that shot.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And a slam dunk by Favors.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Now the pass to Gutteridge. Here's Melton. Offline with his three. The Pelicans have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. That one good for 2. And the Pelicans lead by 2. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Anderson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
I like seeing Anderson look to capitalize from there, showing that nice soft touch on that shot.
And finished off by Anderson. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Melly, guarded by Jackson. Here's Redick. They get the rebound. Favors. Redick is in the corner. Right side Favors. Stolen by Anderson. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Morant. Drops in the layup for 2. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Morant kicks to Anderson. Dishes to Jackson. The layup missed. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Okafor gets the bucket. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. It's the Grizzlies. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Brooks. Winslow is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, down low. Brooks against Holiday, off with the layup. Here's Jones. Count it. Jones has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Grizzlies.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Memphis moving it around. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And that one's good by Clark.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Holiday dishes to Ingram. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jones is running. Here's Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy. And he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
Williamson is checked in for Okafor. And Memphis also making a switch. Morant's checked in. And Winslow pulls it down. Memphis with the ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Count it. Good. Brooks has got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Winslow finds Valanciunas. Inside, taken away by Holiday. And it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And here is Brooks. Hayes with the steal. Williamson in the post. The shot that time not on target. Morant with some nice D. And the dunk by Winslow.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
To the inside, Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Morant passes to Winslow. That one goes. Count it. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
That's tipped.
Solid shot blocker at his position. Ball's length allows him to make a difference on this end.
Shot clock at 6. Winslow dishes to Valanciunas. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Pelicans trail by 19.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime...
Wow, hammering it in!
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move was fire.
And it's Ingram missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wasted no time on that one.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Down low. Here's Hayes. Kicks it out to Williamson. Over to the wing. Back to Ingram. Now here's Hayes. He's guarded closely. And the Pelicans miss again. Clark right side. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Passes it to Winslow. Back to Valanciunas. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Pass the ball. Williamson from long range. Off target. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Bagley in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
It's Bielitsa, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. On defense, the Grizzlies. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Brooks. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. There's Winslow. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Even though Winslow gets bodied up there, I don't know if he even felt that contact. His focus helps him knock down the shot. He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that
was something else.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Winslow, the pass to Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Winslow out there surveying and finds the open man.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Fox, and that one is good. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Bogdanovich passes to Fox. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Winslow, and stolen by Bielitsa. And up the court come the Kings on the break, and the dunk by Barnes.
Barnes knows in this offense he's got to get out on the break. That time does it well.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Bielitsa passes to Bagley. The kick out to Fox. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Kings trail by 6. Fox dishes to Bagley. Bogdanovich inside. Brooks covering. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Brooks. Boom, he chips it straight down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. The Kings trail by 9. Right side, Joseph. Here's Giles. Here's Hield. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Refusing to let that possession end, but he did a nice job fighting hard to keep playing.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Kings. Hield kicks it to Bazemore. to the middle. Outside, Joseph. Three-pointer. It's Clark with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jones, the pass to Anderson. Here's Gutteridge. Back to Anderson. Can't hit the reverse layup. Here's Parker. And he goes right over Tyus Jones and slams it down.
And that's ferocious. Parker utilizing that vertical and that timing to perfection.
Clark. Oh!
Yeah.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Memphis moving that ball around. Jones dishes to Clark. And the layup's good off the glass. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Joseph. The shot will not fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Right wing. Back to Clark. He kicks it to Jones. And the rejection by Holmes. And stolen by Bazemore. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Pass to Joseph. Back to Bazemore. It's Holmes, high post. He's against Clark. The pass to Holmes. It's deflected. Tries again. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Kings have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And they'll keep possession. Memphis leading by 7. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Bielitsa. Holmes against Valanciunas. Holmes passes to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Count it.
It's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovic, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
And in the NBA, Richaun Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Richaun Holmes. And Harry Giles subbed in for Bielitsa. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Winslow finds Morant. Barnes against Winslow. And Barnes comes to help. Pass to Brooks. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
They recover it. Here's Bogdanovic. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Winslow, the pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Bogdanovic kicks to Bagley. Inside. That's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Morant. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie, it's Memphis out in front at the half. They lead by 11. And Shaq, let's get your input. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The Kings trail by 9. Outside, Bogdanovic. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. To the paint, and stolen by Bielitsa. Bagley kicks to Bogdanovic. Passes to Bielitsa. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Fox.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Jackson passes to Valanciunas. Down low. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Fox kicks to Bjelica. Bogdanovic passes to Bjelica. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Bjelica's got his second bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Bagley, and Bagley able to finish.
Now, Bagley can move around you and get slender out there to find room on the floor to collect offensive rebound.
Jackson. Rebound by Bjelica.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Bagley in the post. Brooks covering. Shoots. Crafty move. And it's laid in by Bagley. And now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Brooks dishes to Jackson. To the middle. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Jackson. Valanciunas has got 12.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 6.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Out to Brooks. To the inside. Valanciunas, good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 3. Left side Bagley. Barnes outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Healed the pass to Giles. And the layup falls. Giles has got his first basket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. .52 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Joseph, the pass to Hield. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Gutterich, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Parker kicks to Giles. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Jones dishes to Clark. The rebound by Giles. Here's Bazemore. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Pretty good handle there from Bazemore. He can get himself to the rim, and this time he's going to get himself to the free throw line.
And it's tied up with that one. 6 seconds left in the 3rd. Back to Jones. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Grizzlies lead by 2. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Sacramento has possession. A 2-point game. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Giles is out there with Parker, and it's Holmes in at the center position.
See how dangerous De'Aaron Fox can be when he uses that speed.
To take the lead. He takes it up and lays it in. Fox has got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Grizzlies shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. And it's good, 2 points.
Anderson rising up in the mid-range, a shot that this offense is more familiar with.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Hield kicks to Parker, pass to Giles. Ripped away. Jones against Fox. Jones, no luck. Jones has gone 1 of 4 so far. Back to Giles. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Jones. Clark trying to get open. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. It's Fox with the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, De'Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
And that one's good by Clark.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Back to Holmes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Parker looking over the floor. The pass to Giles. Stolen by Anderson. Melton passes to Clark. Here's Melton. Back to Clark. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Jones. And a change for Sacramento. Bielitsa, who checks in for Jabari Parker. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes for Sacramento. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Harry Giles. Pass to Winslow. Now here's Jackson. Back to Winslow. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Kicks it to Winslow. Brooks outside. 5 on the clock to take the lead. And he lays it up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Valanciunas with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Out to Brooks. Passes it to Winslow. And here's Jackson. Back to Winslow. Bagley with the block.
Well, you pair that length with those kind of defensive instincts, and Marvin Bagley becomes a much more effective defender.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Gets the first. That puts them up by 5. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Kings have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bagley. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 5 assists in the game. Count the basket.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
The Kings trail by 6. It's Bielitsa, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
The Kings running out of time. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Here's Bagley. Brooks against Bogdanovich. The kick out to Barnes. Shoots the three. But they get it back. Here's Bagley. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Bagley at 6'11". What an option there late.
Winslow, the pass to Brooks. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Releases. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Jackson kicks to Morant. No good on the 3. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. They trail by 6. Bielitsa. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And how about Bielitsa stepping up in a big moment here?
Got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Now Bogdanovich gutsy with that one.
Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Money!
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Fox. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight. A lot of sharp dressers coming off that Spurs bust as they arrived at the... And a look at the starters for San Antonio. DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the inside. And there's Jackson on the assist by Winslow.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here is Forbes. Murray kicks to Forbes from downtown. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Memphis with the ball. Morant finds Winslow. Morant drives in. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
Lyles against Valanciunas. And there's the pass to Winslow. Valanciunas in the high post. Lyles there. 2 on the clock. There's Winslow. Rebound San Antonio. In transition, here comes San Antonio. DeRozan leading the charge. He can't get it to go. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
Here is Forbes. Murray outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Passes it to Morant. And stolen by Murray. And here's DeRozan. Pass to Forbes. Banked in off the glass. Forbes has got 5.
Boy, nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
Down low, here's Brooks. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Murray. DeRozan finds Murray. They get it again.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And that one's good. Morant's got his second basket.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Back to Murray. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Morant reaches to Brooks. Back to Morant. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Aldridge. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. Charity stripe shot. Murray, good.
You know, he's really capable from the mid-range. And I think the more Murray shoots from there, the more of a threat he'll be and the more well-rounded offensively he'll be.
Here Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Forbes. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Forbes has got 7 points. Memphis leading by 3. Moran finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Moran see that guy? The vision is special.
DeRozan bounce pass. Here's Wiles over Jackson, and another basket for San Antonio.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's the Grizzlies up by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones, and it's Melton in at the 2-guard spot. Jones against Gay. Jones the pass to Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Mills. Gay with it. Spurs working the ball around now. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. To the paint. Melton passes to Gutteridge. Melton feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Anderson. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Gay. And another fast break for San Antonio. The Spurs are running. White the pass to Pirtle. Mills with it. Over Jones. Mills can't hit. Memphis leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And stolen by Gay. And Mills kicks to Gay. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, I love seeing Gay go right up with the shot off the pass. No wasted motion.
Kicks it out to Jones. And the pass to Gutteridge. To the paint. Stolen by Gay. Passes it to Bellinelli. Gay outside to the inside. Here's Pirtle. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Melton. He feeds it to Clark. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
They grab their own miss. Pirtle. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Pirtle's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
No good from Clark.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And White kicks to Pirtle. Back to Mills. Beyond the arc. No good. Shot missing. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And it's Clark slamming it down.
looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Pass to Mills. Here's Pirtle. There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Here's Anderson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Pirtle.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low, teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Trey Lyles comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Patty Mills. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And the first half is now in the books. Grizzlies lead by 10. And don't go away after the break. Whoop.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back for the Grizzlies. The first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. They took it up a notch in the and that'll do it for us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. We've got DeRozan. Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
On the wing, Winslow. DeRozan defending, and the basket by Jackson.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Inside, Morant kicks to Jackson. Winslow dishes to Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas, and it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist in this one. Spurs trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The pass to Lyles. Clock at 6. Pass to Forbes. From downtown, buries it from 3-point range. Forbes has got 10.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Down low. Jackson dishes to Valanciunas. Aldridge with some nice D. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. They trail by 11. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. The Spurs also changing it up. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's White in for DeJounte Murray. White the pass to Walker. Back to White. Lets it go with a 3. A second chance effort. It's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Gay comes over with a double team. And Anderson kicks to Jones. Clark the pass to Anderson. Back to Clark. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ellis checked in. Greg with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Walker to the paint. Here's Pirtle. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Clark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Gutteridge, the pass to Melton. Feeds it to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Stolen by Anderson. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones, the pass to Gutteridge. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's intercepted. Jones, no one around him. No good from outside. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle with their offensive end.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself. Accelerates off the screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Valanciunas, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Walker finds Mills. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Winslow dishes to Brooks. Fires the 3. Outside for Jackson. Launches it. That one no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And finished off by DeRozan.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Winslow wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Here's Walker. And he makes good on the layup. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that Raptor, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Outside, Walker takes a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lyles. Back to Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaren Jackson.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now, here's Morant for 3.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Walker. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. And here's Mills for 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. The Grizzlies on offense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Winslow finds Jackson. Out to Morant. Launches a 3. Three-pointer. Here's Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups. It's great to be with you on a Monday. DA, it's all.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Favors against Morant. To the wing right side. Winslow kicks to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant pulls it up. Kept alive. And another shot. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Williamson dishes to Favors. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He's so good at scoring inside. You know Valanciunas can get to the line.
Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Valanciunas hits them both. So Favors will bring it up for the Pelicans. Here's Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like the attack mindset. Ingram not content to stand out on the perimeter.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brooks outside. Stolen by Ball. Williamson with it. He's picked up by Morant. Inside. Here's Ingram. Rebounded by Jackson.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Up again, Morant on the follow.
An awesome rebounder at that position. The energy level Morant puts forth on the glass is tremendous.
Now, here's Ball. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the Pelicans miss again. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That'll be his second foul of the game. New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jrue Holiday. Jackson, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram outside. Passes to Okafor. Here's Melli. New Orleans moving the ball around. Redick for 3. Drills it from outside.
J.J. Redick very comfortable behind the three-point line. Knocked that one down.
Out of hand on it, and they get it back. Valanciunas, good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Redick. There's 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. 2 points. That one goes. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants and he's delivering.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Jackson. The Pelicans also changing it up. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Okafor. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. Now Clark, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Jones kicks to Anderson. To the middle. Here's Clark, goes back up. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. It's tipped. And it's Melly missing. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Now the pass to Melton. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Melly, defended by Anderson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game. Second free throw, no good. Stolen by Jackson. The deep three from Redick. Poked away. Stolen by Winslow. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for Memphis. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Winslow, and it's Melton in at the shooting guard. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And stolen by Redick. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Hayes throws it down.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you call a typical NBA athlete.
Hey, GA, hint the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
With the tip, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one's good by Clark.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Hart. Brooks covering. Hart the pass to Favors. Hart, that's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Lets it fly. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get. This is why Williamson's teammates love him. He makes them look good on these alley-oops.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Williamson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For New Orleans, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year. And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. Melly is checked in for New Orleans. And it's Ingram missing.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Jackson dishes to Jones. Back to Jackson. And it's Melly with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 3. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Gutteridge, the pass to Jackson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis. Ingram wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
Becoming consistent from beyond the arc, it's completely changed how you have to defend.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Okafor. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. And the wide open shot from Redick. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Redick for 3. Okafor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
And the basket by Jones.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Now here's Hayes. Ball, the pass to Okafor. Back to Ball. New Orleans moving it around. And then Okafor slams it in.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
So the clock.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Stolen by Ball. And finished off by Williamson.
With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. The lead is 2.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
Pelicans trail by 4. Holiday finds Williamson. Ingram outside. Pass the ball. Out to Ingram. To the inside. Favors. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. This is to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Williamson, the pass to Ingram.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Favors trying to break free, and it's Ingram missing.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Here's Morant. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Right side Jackson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Brooks has got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Ball with a wide open look. And the Pelicans miss again.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. There's Ball with the 3. Offensive rebound.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant.
And Reddit taking a turn, initiating some offense there, working that pick and roll to perfection.
And the dunk by Valanciunas. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Melton passes to Valanciunas. Here's Melton. Feeds to Jones. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Down low. Here's Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Inside. Here's Anderson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Grizzlies lead by 11. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Anderson. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Gutteridge in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Clark kicks to Anderson. Clark dishes to Valanciunas. Over Hayes. And Clark is right there.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Pelicans also making a change. Okafor's checked in. Clark right side. He kicks it to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Valanciunas passes to Clark. Over to the wing. There's the triple. Valanciunas finds Clark. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Here's Melly. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And it's Memphis on the break. And here they go. Morant passes to Melton. Pass to Valanciunas. Anderson, the bounce pass. 5 to shoot. Clark for 3. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Hart. And again, New Orleans has no up.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back. Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Clark with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
The shot by Redick, no good. And here are the Grizzlies. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Melton, covered by Redick. Clark, the pass to Valanciunas. That one goes in. Valanciunas has got 5 points now in the quarter.
When you earn your keep inside, you get used to fighting through contact. Valanciunas getting it done.
Passes it to Redick. Here's the 3. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 11 rebounds in the game. The tray. The putback and staying with the play. Valanciunas.
And this is what you like to see from Valanciunas, being active on offense and racking up some points.
New Orleans moving the ball around. And Holiday kicks to Redick. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And with that 3 ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Grizzlies.
Clark outside. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Memphis.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jaren Jackson.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Out to Brooks. Morant outside. Fires for three. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Outside for Jackson. Looking for Jang. He gets it there. There's the pass to Alexander Walker. There's Jackson with the three. Rebound by Jang. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And it's off the back rim. No good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the